Welcome to the Spit Bucket Hotel Party.
Thanks for joining us. In times like these,
You
just gotta ask. Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? When in doubt, pet the dog.
Hell yeah. Well, it's Mabel because she likes her personal space.
That's true. If you guys see me in public, feel free to pet me.
Ooh, don't give people permission to do
No?
that.
You think they'll do it?
Yeah.
Well-
especially with the coronavirus dog.
Yeah.
I don't want to pet him, and I fucking live with him.
Alright, welcome to the Spit Bucket, everyone. We are finally back after a 2-week hiatus, and even now, we got Jam fucking sick, we got Alan fucking sick, but currently he's on quarantine, so if he shows up, we're all dead. And now that you're listening to this episode, you also caught the infection. This episode is not a real episode. This is a virus episode.
Is that right? It's gonna give you malware?
It's too fucking late. We already got your ass. But welcome to the Spit Bucket. My name's Omar, and joining me at the table, we got returning.
He's double fisting it today, boys.
Yeah, double fisting Erik Mendoza. Get off your phone!
Hey, I'm doing things.
Alright, also at the table, still sick, it's Junkyard Jam Ginto.
I have a strong immune system, but it fucking got me this time, fellas.
Can you tell everyone what got you?
So here's the thing. I've had kids sneeze in my mouth. I've had kids cough in my eyes. This time.
It's for work, not for anything else.
Yeah, at my job, I should specify. But this time, my goofy ass, Friday morning, walked into work, and one of the babies walked up to me, and I held out my iced coffee like if I was going to give her a drink, but I was going to snatch it away really quick. And then she fucking coughed on it. But that exaggerated kid cough where, you seen that cat where it's like sticking out its tongue? It was that. My boss said it was just like an asthma cough, because she has like a respiratory issue.
Which is coronavirus.
Oh shit, Jam,
But
got
either
your
way,
fucking ass.
I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm sick now.
Yeah.
I feel like you have the worst job in the world.
It's pretty cool. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I want to not come home.
You get sick from kids, they're always spreading your cheeks apparently, and then you have ghosts also.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
What the fuck's up with that, Jam?
Yeah, I haven't told the spreading cheeks story, and I don't think I really got into detail about that.
Alright, well, that'll just live in the ether. This is a virus
If you're
episode.
interested in hearing about that, send me a DM on Instagram and Twitter at really_cool.
Alright. Also, at the table, just tracked some bass for me. So this album's happening. I said it a while ago, and that made me actually start recording music. And you'll hear that soon. But recording the bass for one of the songs, it's Mario.
I did vocal tracks too.
Well, I didn't want to give you credit for
You
that.
could have said that.
I might cut that out. I don't know yet.
Alright, cut it out. I got 2 switches.
Hell yeah, that's a fucking flex,
Wait.
dude.
So are they both yours, or it's like 1 and 1?
No, they're mine. They're mine.
Wait, Erik,
Hold on, I'm really
Erik, who are you asking?
Mario.
Mario, can we introduce Stephanie today?
Nope, not today.
Steph's here, though.
She's not allowed.
But she's here.
Hey. Don't say anything.
Alright. I guess we'll,
I'm not done with my introduction. I also got Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2. Alright, I'm done.
Alright.
We got the My Hero game yesterday, and we played it for 4 hours straight.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
So you got to switch, but we really,
They
we
went up. They
you.
went up to you. They plus ultra you. So
How you
Yeah.
went up when I got the Animal Crossing Switch that sold out?
Because I can play as Mineta.
I have Bayonetta 1 and 2. She's hot. I can't play that game for more than an hour without masturbating.
All right.
Why?
And I don't know if I don't know how comfortable he's going to be sitting next to him anymore. But we got debuting, coming to the podcast, weighing in at I don't know how much he weighs.
Don't ask, because that's impolite.
It's
you
impolite,
simp.
but coming
Oh,
in at
God.
that's the wrong one. coming to the podcast, Keniel.
What's up, everybody?
Damn, you got the best voice on the podcast.
I don't know about all that, but ladies, if you're no, just kidding.
Uh-oh.
Lady.
The two fisherman ladies in North Dakota, wherever the fuck listens to it.
Yeah.
Fucking soaking.
I don't know if I can have you on the podcast anymore. Because then once you're gone, people aren't going to want to listen to our episode.
I can't have that much power.
No, you got the magic. We don't have that.
Appreciate that. I'm honored to be here. Heard a couple episodes. These guys are awesome, so I'm ready to see it in action.
How's it
How much
going
are
so
you
far?
paying him?
I'm sorry?
How's it going so far?
Oh, I'm a fan. I am interested in that ghost and spreading cheek story, but
Oh, that's for another
Oh,
it's
time.
another
fair.
podcast.
I can't give the fans everything you want.
We got to keep them coming back for more. All right, and speaking of coming back for more, what we normally do on this Spit Bucket is we talk about the motherfucking news. And I got a story. We're not going that far. With quarantine, we're not allowed to. We usually travel to other places, but this time we're staying close. We're going to Wisconsin, boys. That's the most excited anyone's ever sounded about going to Wisconsin. All right, so we're going to a city that we've actually already been to before.
Milwaukee.
No, Waukesha.
Oh. Fuck anyone that lives there.
When we talked about the Slender Man stabbings, that's the only time we've been there.
No, I know.
That's where it happened?
I know
Yeah.
a couple people who live there or
Do you?
who are from there. Yeah, fuck them.
All right,
I
well,
gotta say.
Fuck
Yep.
you,
She got real
Wisconsin.
hood.
Yeah, fuck
Well, no, not
dude.
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
just-
Wisconsin.
the
man. I
whole
went there.
Wisconsin and all your fucking cheese.
True.
Cheese curds.
Hell yeah.
Well, actually,
I got
like
some fucking cheese curd.
I mean, I like cheese too, but I don't like Wisconsin.
There was one time where we drove to Minnesota and made sure we didn't step foot in Wisconsin.
Hell yeah,
So
we
we dri-
avoided every gas station.
Yo, heck, what? Why?
They pump gas.
Well,
on
because
top
shit
of
like
it.
this happens, okay? So here's the story. Wisconsin woman performs ritual on a dead possum in the road and tells it to repent.
Hell yeah.
What?
I'd be on that.
God damn it.
And that's why we don't stop in Wisconsin. A woman in Wisconsin had...
He's never heard of it before. A woman.
Stop! Stop! Alright,
Gotcha,
it's been a
fuck
couple weeks since I read out loud, alright? According to witnesses and a police report, the woman performed a ritual on a dead possum in the road and then pulled out a Green Bay Packers lawn chair from her vehicle and urged the animal to repent. This is what every Packers fan does.
Hey.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Alan's here!
Goose
I'm
just
so happy
walked
to
in.
see you.
Goose Mendoza enters the ring. How are you doing, Goose?
I'm good. You guys don't have to stop.
You gave us a nice thumbs up. So the woman was apparently driving on Waukesha Road when she saw the dead critter, according to the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Witnesses reported that the woman got out of the vehicle, opened the passenger door, and threw a goldfish.
Animal or cracker?
They don't specify, actually. All it says is, got out of her vehicle, opened the passenger door, and threw goldfish and windshield wiper fluid onto the possum. I'm gonna guess it's the crackers, right?
Yeah.
A second person said that the woman took out a lawn chair and started yelling, "Repent!" at the dead animal. A person who
Oh,
was,
it's dead. I was like, what? I didn't
Yeah.
understand if...
this is a dead possum.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how she wants it to repent after it's already dead. But a person who had been following the woman's vehicle called the police and reported her behavior as erratic. According to the police log, the animal, which was not playing possum, it was actually fucking dead, was removed from the highway. And that's the whole fucking story.
This sounds very Wisconsin.
It does.
There was that lady who was telling people to repent for their fucking sins, you fucking bitch.
In Walmart.
No, it was a mayor. In
Oh.
Wisconsin.
A Meyer?
Meyer.
Meyer.
Whatever the fuck.
Wow.
And then there was
Mayor.
that candle lady from Appleton, Wisconsin, who wanted the 3-wick peach Bellini candles.
Those are good candles, though.
They are. Wisconsin be tripping, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Is it pronounced possum or opossum? Or are those two different things?
Well, in Japanese, when you add O in front of something, it's like a way of doing it politely. So if you want to talk to the possum politely, you call it an opossum.
Alright, you fucking weed. That wasn't what I was
Okay, 'cause
asking.
chill,
have you seen
Sam.
in,
What the hell?
in Australia, it is a possum, but their possums are cuter, and in America, it's opossum.
Because they freak you out at the beginning. You go, oh, possum.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because ours go like, and the ones that you see in Australia, there's literally, if you
Hello.
Google like Australian possum, it's just them. It's the first thing that'll come up is a story of a possum that broke into a bakery, and it's just laying in a box with a big ass stomach and just like jelly all over its mouth.
Wow. I want
And
to be
that's
that
the life
possum.
I want to live.
Not getting hit by a woman and getting goldfish and windshield wiper fluid thrown at you.
Especially not from Wisconsin.
Isn't windshield wiper fluid like supposed to be delicious?
You mean
I think
toxic?
it's
Yes.
sweet.
Sweet, right?
Yeah, I think something sweet.
So she was trying
Is
to
it windshield wiper fluid or
antifreeze.
like,
I think it's
antifreeze?
antifreeze is the one that dogs find delicious.
I'll take a sip and find out.
I really wish that we could find out whether it was goldfish or the crackers, because there's people who just buy goldfish like to feed them to other animals.
Yeah.
Maybe she was just coming out of the pet store, hit that possum, She's like, let me take advantage of these goldfish
Well,
so I
wait,
can make
did it
this.
say it was dead?
possum repent.
Does it say it's dead in the title of the?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a full dead possum.
What the hell?
Sorry, that was my fault.
I didn't hear that part. So when you were saying the goldfish, like she was throwing goldfish, I thought it was to get like the possum's attention. That's why I was like,
But it was already
that's why I
dead.
was like, wait, is it dead? Because also I imagined that
Jim.
she put the possum in like the
The cross position.
She tied it to like the front of her car, and it was like,
What I want to know too is how long did she sit there? Because she pulled up a chair, which she also just had ready.
Wait, but she said that you said there was a second person.
who saw her doing this and called the
Oh.
police.
The person that was following her, right?
Yeah. He said, police! Police!
And you gotta imagine, first of all, with that call, right? The time it would take for the police to get there. So she was probably there for like a good half hour
yeah.
minimum. Just saying, repent.
There's like one cop, so it takes the police in Wisconsin a long time to get there.
True.
honestly, yeah, that lady was probably there for a minute.
I think the only person here, if I remember correctly, you're the only person who has hit an animal with your car, right?
What a scumbag.
Actually, I have too.
This
Oh,
is
you
the
have?
last time on the podcast.
I
Yeah.
think about that on a daily basis.
Okay, did you guys give it a nice little ritual before you left? What happened after you guys
I was going-
slaughtered these animals?
I was going like 70, so there was no way for me to slow down. I was on a highway. I wasn't on a street. But
Okay,
I was
okay.
going pretty fast, and the cat came out of nowhere.
It was just a school zone. Oh, it was a cat?
His cat.
Okay.
Damn.
Hey, it could have been worse. There's this guy who got a stray cat. It was like a baby stray cat, and he got it for free, and he was gonna give it to his daughter as like a gift, and it was during winter. So I guess what ended up happening is like he had the cat in the house because the wife and the daughter were away. And you guys ever hear about how like you're supposed to bang the hood of your car because animals get in because of the heat?
Oh,
So the
yeah.
baby cat got in the car, and he didn't think to do that, so he turned the car on, and the fucking engine killed the cat. Because it was like, it wasn't just like on it, it was like crawling around apparently. So when he turned it on, it got caught, and it fucking
Oh, dude, does it look? Do like pieces come out through like the heater
Really?
vent?
Out of the exhaust.
that's nasty. I don't know, but all I know is that that's what he
Fuck,
told us
dude.
like happened.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'd never check my car.
But that usually happens with trucks,
Right.
right? Because it's more space.
They
Yeah.
just kind of, I mean, they kind of say like in general, it's just
Yeah.
like something that you're supposed to. Because I mean, there's like tiny squirrels and stuff.
Cats
It's like-
are also
My,
mostly made out of liquid.
My cousin owns a trucking business. He calls it an empire, but I'm like, okay, you got 4 fucking trucks, alright?
4 fucking trucks and a broken ankle.
Stop it. Anyway, there was one winter where they were driving around, and he was just, minding his own business, driving around, and the fucking mouse pops out at him from, like, the dashboard, just, like, attacks him. But it turns out that it's because at night when they park the trucks, there was, like, a little rusted hole at the bottom where, like, the foot pads are. Just crawled in there because it was warm, and I guess it spazzed out because, trucks be loud, and it just fucking jumped at him.
What are the? Is it mouses or mice? I'm trying to. Point of fact is,
Meese.
what are the mices that have? It's like a tiny body, but it's got like a really long tail.
A rat?
No,
Yeah.
it's got a.
Street rat.
Is it?
Yeah.
They're like the tiny gray ones. It looks like they got big feet.
Because there's like field mice.
I think
and
it's a
then
field
there's-
mice then.
Yeah, it might be.
Well, anyway, I think I was bringing Steph back, and we both saw the same thing, and she said that it ended up being a mouse. I don't think we hit it, but point of fact is we were like driving, and like there was like something, it looked like a leaf that was like going across the street, and it wasn't until we passed it where Steph was like, I think that was a mouse. I was like, it looked like a leaf, but it was like, because you would think it would be like blowing really fast, but it was literally just like, it was just this long,
Super
it was
slow.
this long thing, like, and a tiny body like moving like super slow across the
Anytime
street.
I've ever seen a mouse come across the road, it's always at night and always in front of the Gurney Police Department. It's happened like 4 times already.
Because they got rats, be
I swear.
snitches.
I actually heard that there is like a bad rat infestation in that police station.
Oh, really?
Really?
I forgot who told me that.
Who got arrested that you
It
know
adds
that?
up.
But someone told me that it's like there's a lot of rats around that area.
I mean, because it's like surrounded by forest. Isn't
Yeah.
It? So
So what happened when you hit creatures on purpose?
So the first time was a squirrel.
First time.
squirrels don't have feelings though. So it's
So
okay.
I mean, you know how
they're like fish.
intentionally wait for the last second to run across the road.
I stop for squirrels. I don't know why.
I mean, I do too.
I do too, but this one was like...
They got crackhead energy.
Stupid, where they'll go across
and stop.
And
they'll
like
go
dance.
back and then back and forth, back and forth.
I know.
They'll like start like millie whopping. Like, what do I do? You know, but so I was on my way to work and I was running late. So I was like flying. This squirrel like came out of nowhere from the right side, ran onto the street, and then like stopped in front of my car, but then ran back. So I tried to like swerve. But it didn't make it in enough time.
Yeah.
So I ran over the tail of the squirrel.
That's not that bad. They can live without that.
And
You
then
see
I
the
was
squirrel like,
oh my.
fly up.
I do got a story about that, though. It's not me. But so like I ran over the tail, and then I like freaked out, and I looked into like my side mirror, my rearview mirror, and I saw the squirrel. It was like rolling on the ground, like having
That
like,
was his
spasm.
balance.
It was like rolling on the ground, having like a spasm, but
was
then
dizzy
it just
the
like
rest of his
ran
life.
off the side of the road. So it was okay. It was okay.
As far as we know.
Yeah,
Because
it lived.
animals tend to hide when they're dying. So
I mean, it was like fuck, and then it was just like you got
Yeah, I was
it, bro.
gonna say because like squirrels
like,
can move
God
their
damn it.
tails, so they have nerves in them, right?
Yeah.
So he probably like
So-
messed it up.
I mean, it's probably like it probably doesn't have any tail anymore. Maybe
That's
or
good. We should
something.
look for it.
But yeah,
look for his tire
I'm
treads.
believing in for my own sanity that it's alive. I can't.
What about the one you actually killed?
So,
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so I was on Wadsworth Road, and you know how it's like one lane, right? Eastbound, and it was at night, and I was just driving, and then I just saw like the last second. Like I wasn't texting, driving, nothing. I was just chilling, and then out of nowhere, this like white bunny just comes and like sprints. I didn't even have time to react,
Damn.
And
It's okay. Jams killed a rabbit before and all her babies.
Stop.
You remember that?
It wasn't with a car though. It was with my own
my
hands.
God. She did the.
Sometimes I
What was
tell
that?
you,
What is that book called where the dude like chokes or kills the girl like by
of
hugging
Mice
her?
and Men.
She did one of those.
Sometimes I tell him my stories just to get it off my chest, and then I
And then
repress
he-
it
Yeah.
deep down, and then he brings them up and I'm
It's
start
okay.
again.
She loves too hard. That's what it is. One day she's going to do that to me. But with her thighs. And I'm going to be okay with that.
Told that story on a podcast episode.
Yeah, it's on an episode. Go find it. I don't know which episode. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, what the hell? Hey, there was a dog that came into my job that was rocking a chub. This shit was nasty. Dude, I was like, I was
what?
like taking this guy's order, and he had like so he had a German Shepherd. It wasn't on a leash, but he had it like super properly trained because he was just doing like hand motions and the dog wasn't moving. But so like I'm taking his order, I tend to not even pay attention to like the people in general. So I'm just like taking his order, and I'm just facing out. And then so like I look over to see like who's next, and there's just like a dog sitting there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Whose dog is that?" I thought it was like just a random dog, and then I'm looking at it, I was like, "Oh, it's a nice dog," and then I noticed that he's got his peckers going on. I was like, God,
no.
I have a question.
he's like panting like really bad. I was like, Jesus.
Did the guy order a hot dog?
From
Nobody
Starbucks.
got one.
Come on, man. Come on.
Mario, why'd you bring him?
Hey, at least I didn't fucking ruin the joke this time.
Imagine how embarrassing that is, though. I hate when people bring their dogs in places. I love dogs. Don't bring your dogs anywhere.
Yeah, I fucking love dogs, but my biggest pet peeve was seeing a dog in Target.
But now could you imagine bringing your dog? They're like, hey, why is your dog here? And why is it really harsh?
Yeah, but it was a nice dog.
Yeah.
Damn, it was a nice
A nice
dog.
dick.
Nonetheless, but that was just like first of all, the fact that it was like in line was weird because I was like, what the hell? Because I just looked up and I was like, oh, that's not a
Yeah.
person, that's a dog.
People are like, hey, which direction is the register? He said that way.
He was pointing at me too.
I want you to take my order.
There was someone from high school who the teacher was talking about like accidents involving like bigger animals. So they're talking about like deers or I guess to an extent like dogs. And there was this kid and he's like, man, he's like, I hit a deer the other day. And they were like, really, where? And he was like on Lewis by Wendy's. So he said that this deer ran through Lewis and he fucking hit it.
Oh, right
Of all
after he got his order.
places, of all places, it's like on a main road with no
Where would it even
no
come from?
trees anywhere. So he's like, yeah, I hit it.
What?
I was cracking
That's
up.
funny.
I was like, dude, that's hilarious. It sucks.
Well, the whole point of my Wisconsin story, other than avoid Wisconsin, is carry windshield wiper fluid and goldfish just in case you hit an animal.
You can
You can give it its
exercise
last rites. All right, who else has a story for us?
All right. Capital murder suspect accused in bar shooting promotes Instagram handle during arrest.
Always keep plugging.
Wait, from the band Capital Punishment? Is that what you said? Wait, what did you say?
No, capital murder suspect.
Oh, I thought you meant Capital Punishment. I was like, that's Ben Stiller's band. I was like, who the hell is that band just killed someone?
Shit. Ben Stiller has a band?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So does Martin Lawrence? Is that no, not Martin Lawrence. Who's the guy who plays banjo? Never mind.
I know Adam Sandler can actually play guitar like really good.
Keanu Reeves in a band.
He is in a band.
So is
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Frankie Muniz.
Is he
He's a
alive?
drummer from a band. Yeah, he's a drummer and a race car driver.
Oh, that's pretty sick, actually.
I wish I was him.
Y'all remember Beans from the Even Stevens?
Yes.
What's he up to?
Eating beans.
He chilling.
No, chilling.
He chilling. Now I'm really I want to know who this banjo player is.
He was in Cheaper by the Dozen.
What the hell?
Oh, fuck.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence? No.
Sheer, right?
Martin
don't know.
Sheen? Wait, Charlie Sheen? Is it Charlie
Yeah,
Sheen?
it's Charlie Sheen who plays a mean banjo. I think his name's Martin something. It doesn't matter
Martin
though.
Scorsese?
Yeah.
Stephen Glenn Martin?
Yes.
Oh, the guy from Bad Gun or something like that. What the hell is that
Naked
one called?
Gun.
Naked Gun.
Bad guy.
Bad Guy Gun.
Close.
Close. All right, Mario. I want to hear this now that we're done.
Police said a teen in connection with a shooting in Ventura that left 2 people dead on Sunday night will be facing capital murder charges. Wow, this is depressing. I thought it was going to be funnier than this. Officials walked Kiernan Christopher Williams, 19, in front of cameras Monday a little after 4 p.m. in addition to proclaiming his innocence.
He said, follow me on the gram.
Williams took the time to promote himself as an artist on social media. I was confident we would arrest the suspect sooner or later. We arrested him sooner, McManus said. Before 19-year-old made his way in front of the cameras, Chief William McManus gave the latest information he had on Sunday night's deadly shooting. According to McManus, Williams has an existing criminal record, but could not go into detail due to the ongoing investigation.
If you're gonna be I'm gonna assume rapper. If you're gonna be a rapper,
That's
you need
racist.
some. Well, I don't even know what he is.
Exactly, you just assumed.
Okay, fine. Country music star.
There you go.
All right. If you're gonna be an artist of any kind, you need a record.
You need that clout.
Exactly. You need legitimacy. All right. What kind of music is this guy doing?
Let's see.
K-pop.
When officers...
Sorry, I'll shut up.
Fuck, that made me lose track of what I said. That was funny. When officers walked Williams in front of cameras, the 19-year-old suspect claimed the act was in self-defense, however, not before promoting his Instagram handle. He told me he was...
I don't know if we should say it on the show. We probably should not say it.
I don't think it's here,
Okay,
so
good.
I think it's okay. He told me he was going to kill me, Williams said. He told me because I bumped into him, he was going to kill me.
I was just about to say, this sounds like something I heard the other day. Yeah, it was like an article where it was just like a post, and they were like, is this guy being serious? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I killed him because he said he was going to kill me. He's like, so I have to do it first. And I was like, what the hell? That's not what that means.
On the cool, I regret everything that I did, Williams said. No lie, I do.
On the cool.
On the cool. I regret what I
The
did.
owner of Ventura told us Monday, still very shaken up and can't believe this type of violence happened at his club. And I guess that's it, mostly.
Where's the weirdest place that you guys have?
I mean, you promoted the fanfic episode to your sister? Is that right?
That's pretty
I
fucking
did it
weird.
to everybody.
A true king.
Everyone I was in a car with, I forced them to listen to it.
5-star
True.
ratings.
I can attest to that. It was worth it.
Thank you.
5 stars only on iTunes, please. The weirdest place that we've done it is probably the gym. And it was there for a really long time. We put a sticker up, like right by the front door, so when people...
It's like the first thing you have to see. It's that first pillar
Yeah.
when you're walking out of the gym.
Hell yeah.
But no, actually, we've put stickers outside of an arcade in Tokyo.
That is pretty weird.
And that
No one's
by
gonna
that
listen to it.
crepe stand
Worldwide.
in Harajuku, too.
So if you guys are ever in Tokyo, if you guys find those stickers, I will suck your toes.
That story wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be, and it's actually depressing.
It's okay. Maybe this will liven it up a little bit.
Please
I'm
do.
going to make things probably a little uncomfortable. We're going to find things
Ooh,
about
I
each
love
other
it.
that, you know.
Yeah, I love it. I'm ready.
Is it bad that we're running the show and never read past the headlines?
It's a
We need-
surprise, I guess.
Yeah.
So like I said, this is seeking advice from a sex expert at this site, okay?
You guys have found my side hustle.
My wife wants us to have sex with her brother. I'm not opposed in principle.
My wife? wants
us
okay.
to have sex with her brother, and he's not opposed to it in principle.
Right, so if that's it, I told Stephanie I want us to have sex with my brother Eric.
No, I think it's the other way where it's Stephanie telling
yeah.
It's Stephanie. If Stephanie has a brother.
I'd be like,
Yes, Stephanie has a brother, and she's like, Mario, I want you to sleep with me and my brother.
no, my brother, right?
No.
Stephanie wants to have sex.
It's her brother.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Okay, so here we go.
Say that one more time.
My wife wants us to have sex with her brother.
Okay. I heard my because I'm selfish.
Okay.
Because she doesn't have a brother, right?
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, so you can't make that
I'm
happen.
her brother.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's get into this. My wife and I have been in an open marriage for 5 years. We encourage each other to explore and even playfully push the limits romantically and sexually. For as long as I've known her, my wife has been interested in incest roleplay. But this isn't my cup of tea exactly.
Okay.
I've been willing to happily support her in her exploration for roleplay fantasy.
Okay, can we stop there? How do you guys feel about that? When you guys are on certain websites, there's a lot of that being
I feel like my
advertised.
boy Goose, who's sitting on the bed, has a lot to say on this.
On the matter.
He ain't even paying attention.
Hey.
Hell no. he'll come back to this.
But how do you guys feel about that?
I don't know. Even as a fantasy, that's a little weird.
Right?
That's like, hey, I have a rape fantasy. That's like super uncomfortable because it's like a fantasy. Mm-hmm. You kind of want that.
Right.
It's fucking weird. I'm not trying to kink shame anybody, but
that's fucking weird.
That's fucking
But
weird.
y'all need to get it together.
Yeah.
But for some reson, that's like all over.
Yeah.
People like that shit for some reason. If I ever click on those videos, it's not because of the title. What else is in this article?
What? Hey, that's not. Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Yeah, this is pretty long, so I'm gonna skip through to like the sweet spots. Recently, though, things have started moving in an uncomfortable direction for me. My wife is very close with her older brother, who is also bi, and with whom we speak very openly about sex and sexuality.
I can't do that. That also is creepy for me.
A few nights ago, and after a few drinks, my wife got to talking fairly explicitly about some of her family role-playing that she and I are into, and her brother, who I thought would be kind of horrified, was not only entirely supportive, but vaguely expressed interest in exploring this kink with us.
Wait, as they were talking, this came up, and then she's like, hey, this is how we play, and he's like, fuck yeah.
Like, yeah, so he's in on this, too.
I'm gonna guess this is Alabama.
It
might be Wisconsin.
It doesn't say where this is from, because this is all, like, anonymous.
Damn.
Let me see. When we got home, I expected my wife to make it clear that her brother ever joining us in the bedroom was entirely off the table, but instead she seemed to think it was a really good idea. In principle, I don't have a problem with the idea. While, like I said, I'm not into incest element of my wife, and I guess her brother's fantasy, I'm happy to play along if it makes her and him happy. My wife and I have also enjoyed group sex, and so that isn't the problem either. I guess at the bottom, I'm just worried about how this could affect my relationship with my brother-in-law. Is there any way for me to make this happen without it getting weird?
No.
No.
If you're looking for my advice, no. That's fucking weird. The thing, though, is...
That you get it?
No, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But the thing is, like, you already know that that's what she wants.
Yeah.
And she's already your wife, so it's kind of too late.
And you've already practiced the openness. So it's like now you're trying to close off.
But would it
Did
be
he already
more
shoot himself
worse,
in the foot?
since they're open, is it more worse if you found out that her and her brother are just fucking on their own?
Ooh.
Or would you rather be there to,
Okay,
like, cushion
but-
the blow?
I guess the thing, too, is that it depends. Okay, so it's bad all around, right? But she said that her brother's bi. So is it that she wants to be with her brother, or she wants her brother to be with him?
No, she wants to be with her brother.
Oh.
Because it's part of the incest roleplay that she wants to do.
Yeah, she wants to get banged by her brother, and possibly her husband bang her brother at the same time.
I can't do role playing at all
I know.
because I'm a bad character actor. The only person I could play is myself.
Hashtag Will Smith. Hashtag Denzel.
Have you guys ever
They go
had a role playing situation?
No.
Would you be into it though?
I would definitely try it.
You would try it?
I would try a role play, not incest.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, I'm not asking about that part.
but
of
like I tried to like. There was one time I tried to set up a scenario. It didn't work.
it. Okay, can we ask what the
It's the
scenario
effort.
was?
But
Can we ask what the scenario was?
it was like I was gonna pretend to be asleep,
Okay.
And then like this person was gonna like arrive and then like start some shit while I was sleeping.
Oh,
Take,
okay,
take
okay.
Pause for the
selfies
air
with you
quotes.
while you're
Yeah, creep selfies while I'm sleeping.
You want to get raped?
Jesus.
Whoa, cut that up. Cut that up.
It wouldn't be against my will, so
It
no.
is because you're sleeping.
All right, here's a good role playing that you guys should all try out, right? So
Is this something you've tried out?
no.
Yeah.
So what it is like the girl is at home. You're at a house, obviously, and you play a Jehovah's Witness. And then the girl tells you to leave.
That's it.
That's it. Like that one thing where it's like, it was like I was playing Truth or Dares with the homies, and they told me they dared me to go home, and it was like the dude crying. Basically, you're role playing, except it just ends in you having to leave.
No.
That's funny.
That sounds like
Yeah.
your kind of role play. I can do that.
So you said you weren't able to get it to work. Was she not into it, or she's like,
She's like, it
Nah,
sounds like
I
got that life.
excited.
I just couldn't pretend to sleep. I was like,
you're giggling too much?
let's get it going. I was just like, let's get it going.
So it was your fault. She was into it.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay. What about you, Mario and Steph, who can't speak right now?
Yeah, we take your script all the time and just role play that.
Episode 69. Go back and listen to that episode.
Do you think Adam would be into...
Adam is the wife in that story.
So he wants to fuck his sister.
He wants to fuck me.
Oh,
And that's why he married your cousin, because
Yeah,
it's the
'cause he's
closest thing
trying
he
to
can
get
get
to
to
me.
you.
nice.
It's all a
dude.
plan.
That's hot.
Is it?
I don't think we...
You're...
But like, imagine if your other half is like, hey, let's do role playing, and they give you like an actual script. to read.
They're into it.
Like, can you like just imagine? Like,
can't
you're trying
remember
to get
lines.
in the scene, and you're
I'll
like
do that.
Or they give
fumbling
you...
around with papers, like
They give you an outfit that, like, oh, you know your sister's been missing this sweater for a while. Here's my sister's sweater, put it on.
Who are you suggesting this to?
I don't know, I'm just speaking it out into the void.
Like, I
Hello?
actually didn't even get what you were saying.
Okay, so let's say, Eric, you have a sister, right?
No.
Let's say you have a sister, right?
Okay.
Eric, you got cousins?
And
Don't talk about my
you're with your lady,
Okay.
and you want to frick your sister, but you steal a sweater from your sister.
Oh.
Okay.
And she knows she's been missing that sweater for a while, so you put it on your lady to pretend that it is your sister because it has her
I think
scent.
even that's too much, though.
That is, I think so.
Right?
Oh,
basically-
no, I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
what if? Would you do it?
No.
I don't know.
What do you mean? No.
But the problem with this guy in our specific story is that for their fantasy, they need the extra person. So it's not
Yeah.
like you can just take something off. Like you can't take her brother's sweater and put it on him, or like his used
Yeah.
condom or something. You need the.
But you know what? I think that would probably be, like you said, this whole situation is weird, but that would probably be the best way to go about it
Yeah,
because it has like his scent, I guess you could say.
yeah.
So while they're doing it, she can like pretend it's
Yeah.
him. I don't know.
But then what if you see her going like sniffing the
Well,
sweater?
you already know she wants that,
Yeah.
so you're expecting
It's
that.
already too late.
Yeah.
That's your wife. But okay, so you guys said you haven't had a situation. Do you have a situation that you guys would think is cool?
No.
Have you guys ever thought about that?
Ideal role play situation.
Yeah, ideal role play.
Oh.
Even though it hasn't happened, is there an ideal role play? Jam, do you have one? Do you have an ideal role play?
Yeah, and I've said it before in a previous episode where I don't want to see you for like a minute, and I'm just gonna come into like a bar with like a black bob wig,
yeah.
wearing a pantsuit
Why a pantsuit?
because it's
I would-
freaking hot,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
A pantsuit?
Hell yeah.
Are you trying to be a
100%.
spy?
Yes,
Okay.
That's
Dana
the thing.
Scully, dude, she's so hot.
and then I'm just gonna like see you
What's the
from.
dog's name?
I'm just gonna see you from like across the bar, and I'm gonna approach you, and then I'm just gonna smack you.
Can I call
And
you
then-
Olivia
And
Benson?
then we'll kiss, and then I'll just hand you like a room key. You just gotta meet me at this place.
So I have to get
That's
slapped
easy.
for this.
That's dope.
easy
You don't even
as
have to do anything. You just
Yeah.
get slapped. You can do that.
But I'm gonna be wearing those little sunglasses,
What if I cry?
drinking like a little martini.
Like an anime villain?
Yeah.
I think the pantsuit's the thing that throws me off.
Simp. Simp.
What is that?
Simp.
You got him. No, a simp is.
Have you ever respected a woman? Simp.
You're a simp, dude. You tell these bitches to shut up.
Stephanie, how do you feel about that?
I don't like evil Mario.
Heel turn Mario.
Wario?
Oh,
Don't fucking do it.
Oh my god! I didn't realize I was gonna pick that up like that.
you clapped in front of me.
I know.
What about you, Eric? Do you have an ideal situation?
No, I just like plain old. What's
In
the
and
term?
out and you're
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
The old 1, 2.
I'm just
He's a simple boy. He just
You
wants
don't-
to be held at night.
Yeah. You don't want to like walk home and then she's like playing your bass and you're like, "Hey, don't touch my stuff." You just say, "Don't touch that. Touch this." Nothing like that.
No, not really.
You just tell her, hey, strum this chord.
What?
His penis is the chord.
You don't strum chords, Jay.
What?
String.
You stroke it?
I think as long as it happens, it's okay. If anything happens, that's fine. It's just that's why I'm okay with just regular.
Now you gotta keep it spicy, dog.
I want to pretend that I'm a Pokemon trainer and you're the gym master. And I wasn't able to win, but I had to earn it a different way. You know what I mean?
She's gonna train you.
Oh,
I'll do
shit.
anything to get this A. Anything.
Wow.
Or be like in your bathtub, and then Jen would be like, "I heard you need a lifeguard here."
Because it's known that I can't swim.
I know the exact video you're referencing.
I do too, actually. I'm just remembering right
I
now.
was just talking about that with coworkers.
I want to walk outside and I want to see Jam stealing my lemons.
Done.
That's a fantasy too, right? Like a blackmail fantasy.
Oh,
I thought you
Well,
meant like a black male.
Oh,
That's what I thought too.
What?
The fuck are you talking about? Well, the listeners don't know
no.
that you're black. We didn't address that earlier.
Oh.
cut this
Should
out.
we have?
Cut this out.
I was gonna say, yeah, that is right, because there's the ones where like the landlord shows up to the house and like
Yeah.
the girl's just like doing nothing.
Or
He's
the
like,
ones
"You
where
owe
they
me,
can't
like-
afford rent?
You owe me
Yeah.
like 3 months of rent, and she's like, "Oh well, like, what is there to do?" And he's like, "Well, I can tell you what to do," and then things
I'll be
get
like-
different.
No, bitch, give me 2 months of rent and suck my dick.
Damn.
She's like, do you know how much a
I need
blowjob
my
goes for?
money.
It's not $400.
Yo, you right. Good one.
That's another good situation.
The
Another-
story's still going, right?
No, that was it.
Oh shit.
And then I didn't read what the response was, unless you guys want me to like skim through.
our responses are the only ones that matter.
Ooh.
If there's funny ones, yeah.
Well, you said, "Oh," so maybe one's good.
No, it just gets kind of sad.
As it should with that situation.
What is something in the bedroom that'll just be like a complete turn off? Because if somebody told me that, I just leave that person. Like that's too much for me.
That's a good one. That's too much.
I like to call Omar my brother. I also like to call him my dad, but that's my own issues.
Yeah.
And you don't seem to be bothered by it anymore, so.
I pretend I'm somewhere else. I'm just kidding. I just pretend I'm her dad.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, cállate. Exactly like my dad right there.
Yeah, I got like a weird
Gross.
shiver too. I'm scared.
I feel like in order to give like a realistic answer, you kind of gotta maybe
Have experience.
experience it. You know what I'm saying? And be like, "Whoa, this happened," and I was just like,
Yeah.
fuck nah."
Has anything like that happened to you?
Hold on, by that logic, that means you might be into the incest thing because it hasn't happened for you to say.
We don't know for sure
I
yet.
mean, if you're being literal, I guess you can make arguments, but that's just like a like before it
That
even,
was your
before
rules.
before that even it becomes a thing. I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna bang. Like if you're trying to bang your brother, like, so,
But what if she says she doesn't have a brother, but she likes the idea of banging a brother?
that's weird.
I think that's different because you're missing something that you don't have. Like me, never mind. I'm not even. Never mind. I'm just gonna pause right there.
Okay, so here's a situation. Here is the thing, right? Like if you say it wouldn't be a turn off, you're disgusting. You guys are doing things, right? Mm-hmm. You're like talking, and she's like, "Shh," puts her drawers in your mouth, but they're like nasty. But that,
They got streaks.
like, well,
Nasty.
Like she's worn them a few days.
Like shit stains.
yeah,
Dude, some people are into that. So, like the guy
yeah.
who
Like I'm
owns
talking about, they're
McAfee.
like dirty,
Oh,
like she doesn't know how to wipe dirty.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. What? All right, so
mean,
you're
that makes
going
sense,
for
yeah.
it,
But,
and
like-
then you pull them down, and then you just see streaks. You going for it or nah? I think we've asked this on the show before.
Nah.
You're the first person to say nah.
If you see if you see some shit stains on some drawers that you just pulled off, that means there's some shit in there.
What would you do if you pulled yours off and then you had the shit stain?
And I had shit stains. I'd be like, hey, we got to take a 5-minute intermission. I got to take a quick shower. Unless you're trying to join me in that shower, you know.
No,
but what are you doing with the underwear?
Yeah. You gotta put them in the tank of the toilet bowl.
Across the room with some shit.
No, you take them off and you fold them neatly, so you look like a gentleman. He's putting his clothes away.
At what point do you take your socks off?
Who doesn't?
You keep your socks on?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Because I slip on my floor.
I literally keep my socks on all the time, even when I shower.
Oh, that's why you're wearing rubber socks.
So I got scum feet.
That's a real question, though.
At what point do you?
At what point do the socks come off?
I'm gonna see if you're being serious or not. So if you take your pants off and only one sock comes off, but you're already doing the do, are you stopping to take the other sock off?
I have literally said, "Give me a second. I gotta take my socks off." That's been said multiple
You're bogus.
times. Why?
I have to take this phone call. I'm gonna be back. This is pissing me off.
It's true though, and sometimes I feel like there have been times where we have to stop because I have to put socks on.
You get a better orgasm if your feet are warm.
Especially women, yes. And this room stay cold, boy.
I mean, my toes frozen right now.
It's because we have the window open.
Yeah.
Because if there's too much meat in this room, it will get hot.
Yeah.
And Omar will sweat through that shirt.
There's a lot of meat. We get a lot of big heat.
Hell yeah.
Bars?
Yeah. I try to do it all in one fell swoop and get all of it. Never happens, though.
So what would you guys do, right, if you're in it? Your other half is like, say my name, and then they say somebody else's name.
Well, that's
Like brother?
No, not somebody's name who you don't know. Or even somebody you do know that's not related to them.
Oh, that
could be.
Yeah, that freaked me out.
yeah.
No, I'd probably never look at you ever again if
What?
you said someone else's name.
What is it worse if it's someone who is like not someone you know IRL, or is it worse if it's someone IRL?
It's worse if it's someone you actually know.
Yeah.
Like if Steph called me Homer while we were
Yeah.
doing it.
She said Peter.
Would you be into it?
I mean, like,
Or she's like, fuck yes, wheels. You're on a roll, wheels, is what she says.
nice. I feel like that'd be okay, but if it was like an actual name, and it was like remotely close to anyone I would know, that'd probably piss me off.
But I wanted to go back to asking you guys about this specific situation, right? So kind of in the similar vein, right? How weird would it... I guess they're in an open relationship, so it doesn't really matter too much. But if they're going to bring a third person, what would you guys feel more comfortable with it? Being a stranger that you'll never see again, or being like someone you know? If you're going to bring into your mix.
Ooh, that's hard.
I mean, arguments can be made for both, I guess, in a sense. Because if it's a stranger, I guess there's less of a reason to worry about them linking up on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then if it's somebody you know, then it's obviously they can get in touch with it. Yeah, let's do this real quick.
What if that person you know, let's say it's a person in your friend group, is also in a relationship but it's not open? Do you tell the partner of that friend who's fucking your wife?
To.
I think you have to.
Got to.
So I'm glad we're all on the same moral compass here. So please, if you ever see Omar with some other bitch, y'all let me know. This goes out to everybody.
I want to see Omar at the store and just immediately jaw him.
Hell yeah.
Why are you guys assuming that I'm...
Yeah,
just gonna be a
I
sister.
just want to see Omar outside of here and punch him too.
That's what you got out of that. What,
Punch
That's
Omar.
what 731 feels like.
I'll come back with my 772. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not very strong.
Have I already said that I just don't want that in general?
Yeah.
Have I said
Yeah.
that before?
I've heard you say that.
So then
But that's not the options right now.
I'd die.
He says, I'm Mike Bloomberg.
True gentleman.
If I can't choose my option, then I want to be dead.
Oh, God.
Is it picking up Mabel spasming in the back?
A little bit.
Do you want me to take the
It
bag away?
sounds-
No, it's
Different.
fine. Should we move on to Jam's screenshot of the week?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll preface this because I'm sure you haven't heard an episode where I find these. She is black.
Okay.
And
If that makes it any better.
She is wild. She has a child, my age.
Wild child.
wow.
Not, she doesn't have a child my age, but she is my age.
And
Okay.
Jam is 16.
Yeah.
Omar, you fucking creep.
Hey, it's just a role play.
Jesus Christ.
It's time for Jam's screenshot of the week.
She said, Oh nah, you ain't just come over here to cry, ... You the one who sat in your car and watched my other N-word come and leave my crib. For one, don't pop up on me. For two, why you just sit in your car the whole time? Crying, laughing emoji.
Wait, so the guy that is crying is the one who she was cheating on with the original guy, right?
No.
No?
She said that he's at her house now crying because he came and she was with someone else. So
is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's saying, don't come here crying because you came on your own time and you caught me doing my business.
Wait, that's what was the situation?
Pretty much, yeah.
Read it again.
Okay, I'll just replace that word with dude.
Sure.
Okay, so she said, oh nah, you ain't just come over here to cry, dude. You the one who sat in your car and watched another dude come and leave my crib. For one, don't pop up on me. For two, why you just sit in your car the whole time?
Wow, now I get it.
God, his ass.
What more can we say other than got him?
Here's another one. This is from the same day, 4 hours apart.
Okay, good.
A dude ever fell asleep eating your meow? I mean, a whole pussy in his mouth. I mean, after a while, he just laid his head right on the pussy, like it was
sweet.
a pillow.
That's sweet. That's a nice little wet.
Jesus Christ.
Call that a wet nap.
Yeah. You guys ever fall asleep sweaty? It's the same thing.
Gross.
Or nah?
Look, just because you sweat a lot, there's no working around it.
I'm trying to normalize my sweat.
So he fell asleep after or during?
During eating her out.
So it put him to sleep?
I guess so.
Call her
What's
NyQuil.
strong, boy?
Hell yeah. So here's another one.
Does it stink? Maybe that's why.
It knocked him out.
That aroma.
So here's another one. This one kind of, if you think about the first one I read, this one's kind of funny. Stop touching feet under the desk. I'm upset.
How can you tell?
Because I saw Omar look at you, and you looked at him, and that's the only thing I could assume. Anyways.
Wait, why is it upset?
Isn't that what you want? Boy play?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
She's getting hard.
So this one starts out, and yeah, I woke up this morning with my dude, ... mad at my other dude. Must have rolled over and touched me on accident. I guess she meant to say, I instantly said, get the fuck off me. He said, what's wrong with you? I said, bitch, my other dude on Snapchat with his other bitch. And all y'all asses getting on my nerves.
What mix is happening?
So she saw her side piece with a side piece on Snapchat. And she was upset about it.
I am amazed how you can decipher all of these.
And she was mad while with her main piece.
Right.
Her main squeeze.
And told him too, right?
No, it doesn't look
No?
like it. I think that was just internal, dialogue.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
She out there for real.
Wait, was this a different day?
This was, the first one I read was from the 26th. Mm-hmm. This one I read, most recent one, is March 2nd.
Oh, damn. I'm trying to figure out, was the side piece the one who was crying outside?
No, that's the
main dude was the one that was crying outside.
So who is she in the bed with right now? The main one?
Main
The
dude.
main guy.
God damn.
So the crybaby.
So the crying worked.
Guess so.
Because he spent the night, but then she
Yeah.
got mad that the guy she cheats on him with is with another guy.
Yikes.
Wow. Yeah, well,
I wish I was that interesting.
fellas, when in doubt, cry it out.
I said it earlier, I'm not afraid to cry. I didn't say this on mic, but I said it,
To yourself.
yes.
That fixes any situation, then, doesn't it? When was the last time you guys cried? I'm just kidding.
Do we want to get into it?
No, not at all.
Let's see who wins.
Let's see who can cry right now.
Hold on, mine was Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
What did you do to her, man?
Come on, man.
Not worry about it. Well,
I win.
all I'm going to say is that it
When did
fucking
you
worked.
cry?
Wait, you said Thursday? What
Thursday
day
night.
is it?
Today's
Sunday.
Sunday? Yeah, I beat you.
Hey, wait, I'm not going to ask you why, but I'm just going to ask you, did it work?
Did crying
Yeah.
work? No. I woke up and I felt like my eyes were falling out of my head. Also because I got no sleep and I went to work and I put my contacts in right when I
What
woke
time
up.
did you go to sleep?
Probably 2, and I think I waked at 6 the next day.
Damn. I'd be crying
Simp.
too if I had to
Simp.
wake up in 4 hours. That's what it was, right?
It was a mixture of that and just crying. Because like I
Sometimes
said,
you just need to squirt one out.
so one, I squirted from my eyes. 2, I got no sleep. And then the first thing I did when I woke up, which was probably most likely late because I can't remember, I put my contacts like straight in my eyes. And then I drove to work. And I was like, I hate this. Because literally, like, when that happens, like, the first 3 hours of work, like, it feels like my eyes are falling out.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Why don't you just wear your glasses? He shook his head no.
All right, so to close out the episode, we're going back to a segment that I just started, unless anyone else wants to talk about the time that they cried.
Stephanie cried last night.
What'd you do there? You win!
So Steph
She
won.
loved me so much, so she cried tears. She's not in her
Nah,
head
that doesn't
yet.
count.
Why don't that count?
Do they have
Because that's
to be
tears
sad
of joy.
Yeah, mine weren't tears of joy.
The fact that you cried the soonest does imply that you win, but...
Yeah, you win. So if you got anything out of it, you win. All right, so just to close, I'm not even going to read the story, but here's my badass of the week. A man strangles a rabid coyote to death after it attacks his son.
Damn.
And that is my badass of the week.
Would I ever love a child enough to strangle an animal for him? Probably not.
But the thing is, after the attack, it might not be as cute, so can you really love it the same?
Wait, are you talking about the coyote or the child?
A child.
The child.
Wait, what was the question?
Can you love the child after it's attacked by the coyote? Because it wouldn't be as cute because it got attacked by a coyote.
How severe was the attack?
I don't know, but
Okay, so point. All right, here. Let me ask you a question because I've thought about it multiple times and it almost happened once. Would you fight an animal if it attacked? In this case, Jam, like someone that you're with.
what animal?
Let's for this case, it's something common like a dog, like a big dog.
Okay,
Fuck the
what
dog.
kind of animal would it take for you to just hands up,
Fuck
walk
it.
away?
She had a good run.
A bear.
A bear. A shark.
You wouldn't fight a
A
bear.
lion.
I would beat the shit out of all those animals for you. Easily.
The thing is,
I would tell
that,
your story
I'll
afterwards.
do it for you too.
Thank you, man.
Omar won't.
The thing is that
I'm not a simp.
the only situation I could see an animal attacking me in is probably in the water. But if that's the case, I'm fucked because Omar can't swim.
Yeah.
I can swim. I'll save you both.
Omar doesn't like when I'm like looking over the
Dude,
edge
it
of something.
freaks me the fuck out.
But I can swim, so I don't know why you're worried.
Because I don't believe anyone can truly swim. Because I can't do it. And I can do everything.
We'll do it during the photo shoot, and you'll see I can save you.
Thank you.
Can you guys rescue me, like, for real? Because I'm gonna be thrashing in the water.
I'm gonna knock you out first. So
I want to make it as
stop
hard for you to
thrashing.
rescue me as possible.
My favorite thing to do in the summer times with Omar is, besides like walking on the docks, is going to the side of the beach where you're actually supposed to swim.
And make love.
No. Just jump off to like the deeper parts. We call that playing jumpies. I invite anyone that's interested in splashing around with
Yeah.
us.
We can go play jumpies.
But it's too cold for that
I
shit
was
right now.
not paying attention.
It's fine. You can just listen to the
Not
episode.
paid attention to the entire episode.
Well, I hope everyone
eye
listening
hurts.
was able to pay attention to this episode and give us a 5-star rating on iTunes. And let me know on Instagram and Twitter if you guys want to go play jumpies with me. _ the Shark Boy. I might be rebranding soon. We'll see. We'll see. All right, where can everyone else?
Yeah, AI Dungeon. No, actually, I don't play that anymore. That game's not fun anymore. So, never mind. I got nothing. Don't even bother finding me. I don't do anything anymore.
Long team.
Long Tim.
Long Tim.
Yeah, just say that and I'll show up.
Say it 5 times in the mirror.
And he'll bring a dog with a big old boner.
Find me on Instagram and Twitter at really_cool. The O's are zeros.
Find me on anything at Punknap.
Find me on Instagram at Keniel, Keniel.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
You can also find Mario taking pictures next to you while you're sleeping. And we'll see you guys next week at the Spit
Wait, why
Bucket.
aren't you? You should be evil Keniel.
I was the first one on Instagram with that name, so it's just Keniel. So I gotta keep it.
Wow,
True.
that's
Simple.
perfect. People will pay lots of money for that.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week at the Spit Bucket.
Bye.
Enjoy quarantine.
Peace.
Hey, y'all ever buy sliders and put your dick next to it and tell a girl it's a regular size?
Is that how he got you?
You buy mini hot
Yeah,
dogs and
mini
put it next to it.
Baby carrots.
What you want, girl?
Oh,
I'm scared.
Thanks for listening to the Spit Bucket. Remember, if you like the show, share it with your friends and leave a review. We'll see you next time. Unless Omar can gather the boys, then you're fricked. Okay,